horse? That's an unfenced, uncaged horse, or a pony. Oh, we're back here again. Well, that's a pretty small area. Man, almost lost it there in the sand. These tires are not that great in the loose stuff. Alright, so let's go back to the north and find that lake. That was really interesting. I wish I would have stopped for a minute away. Anyway, talk about travel. I've been to 30 of the United States. That would be every state bordering the Mississippi River. From north to south. Every state from Minnesota all the way out to Washington, Oregon, California on the north side. So that'd be Montana, Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota. I have been to Nebraska, Colorado, Arizona, but I have not been to Utah, New Mexico, or Nevada. I've been from all the southeastern states, from Texas to Florida, and then, let's see, the West Virginia, Delaware, and DC, as well as Alaska. And when you total all those up, you get 30. So that's more than one state per year of my life that I've lived, which I think is pretty good. It's a pretty good rate. And then for countries, I've been to British Columbia, Canada. I went to Vancouver. I think it was back in 2008. Or was that 2005? I had 2 trips out west to Washington to see some family, and on one of those 2, we went to Vancouver. And then I've been to Germany twice, France twice, Switzerland once, and Iceland once. The first time I went to Germany and France, it was again to visit some family, and we did a bunch of cool stuff. We went to Paris and Metz in France. Separate day trips, but still there nonetheless. And then the second time I was in Europe was for an exchange trip. We were in Switzerland for 4 days, then we were in Paris for 4 days, and then I was in Munich for about 14 days, and I was living with a family there, and it was a fantastic time. I learned a lot, and man, it was so cool to get to live how other people lived. It's one thing to go to a place, on a vacation and get your own experience there. It is something else entirely to be able to live the exact way that people from another part of the world live, and not just a tourist and not even a traveler. Like, you are a part of that place for a while, and that was part of my life that I'm never going to forget. It was that good. So we got our lake up here, I think. Looks like someone else is enjoying the lake up there. Very cool. So I'll tell you one more quick story about that second trip to Europe. On the trip, being in high school and all, you're kind of cocky. And being from America kind of makes that a little bit more cocky. Because, you know, America. And we were trashing the France part of the trip before we even got on the plane to go over to Europe. And we were all thinking, man, we're not looking forward to being in Paris. It's going to be crap. We're not going to have any fun there. Well, turns out that was the best part of the trip. Because what the teachers let us do there is pretty much say, all right, you got to stay in groups of 3 or more, and you can't have a group of all girls. Other than that, there's Paris, be back for dinner. As 16-year-olds, it was great. And when you're a kid that age, and you think you know everything, and you're strong enough to take on the world, and then you're actually let out into the world, it's pretty cool. Now, little did I know at the time that I knew nothing, and I was pretty stupid, but, you know, nobody got hurt, nobody got in trouble. One of the teachers did lose his passport, his ID, all of his money, his credit cards, and he was the one that was preaching to everybody the whole time about how to keep it safe and make sure you're not ruining anything, losing your stuff and getting stuff stolen. So there's a bit of irony in all that. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. I might even break this into 2 parts if it's too long. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this little exploration in rural Minnesota. I know I did. I didn't think that area was going to be quite as small as it was, but hey, that's the way it goes. So, until next time, see ya.